Hi everyone, this is Holly from Hot Humble Pie. Today's video is all about what items you can grab at the Dollar Tree and use to make 5 minutes or less DIYs. And as always, I hope you enjoy the show. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you click that button. So here's the supplies I used: 2 of the Dollar Tree chalkboard houses and 3 of these chunky plaques. I used one for the bottom, one for the side, and one for the other side, and a combination of wood glue and hot glue to hold it all together. It's super fast, super easy, and I just slapped some white paint on the entire thing. They do have little chalkboards on the end of each of those houses, so I took a white chalk pen and I wrote, "But first coffee," and that was it. This was so fast and so cute. It's versatile. You can use it for whatever you want. I use it for bills. Let me know what you think. For this one, I pressed some computer paper inside that little house and I made a template, and then I cut out some of the Dollar Tree peel and stick wallpaper and I'm just putting it inside the center. And to get rid of the shine a little bit, I hit it with some white paint. I just dry brushed it on there to get rid of the shine. That ends up being the back, and I'm using a plaque also from the Dollar Tree. I painted it white, and then I paint the back of that little house white, glue it down on the base, and we're taking these little starter seed pots. You can get them usually at Dollar Tree, and I'm cutting it in half. Paint it first with some of the antique parchment from Apple Barrel Paint, and I'm just going to use half of this right there. Then I'm going to make a pretty bow using some twine and some Dollar Tree lace. I go ahead and I glue the half little planter there on the front of that house, and you can see how it's a cream color compared to the white. I fill it up with some lavender and a little bit of Spanish moss, and I put a bow on it and do some dry brushing around the edge. I end up taking a baby wipe just to smear that a little bit because it came on too harsh. You can see that at the top. It came up really, really dark. And this one was a hit. I see it all over on Pinterest now. People have made different versions of it. I love this one. I grabbed this plastic tote bag from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. I found mine near the kitchen towels and pot holders. I don't know where they're located in all Dollar Trees, but for whatever reason, they seem to be located there in mine. So I removed the price sticker, of course. And now to make this a totally, I'm going to just give a disclaimer here. It was raining like thunder and lightning storms when I was filming this, so I couldn't spray paint. Normally I would go outside and spray paint. That's how you make these super fast, like 5 minutes. So ignore me. I'm just hand painting. You can leave it green if you want. It's actually very beautiful, and these do come in different colors. So I did think about leaving it green, and I thought, no, I want to dress it up a little bit. I wanted to kind of, I know it's weird, I just wanted to dry brush this. I thought that just matched my decor style a little bit, gave it a little bit of dimension, made it look a little, I don't know, it just made it look like it had more character than just plastic. So I gave it a really quick dry coat. It actually only took me about 7 minutes to do this, of white chalk paint. This is white chalk paint. If you're going to do this, I actually would recommend that you use like a primer if you can't go out and spray paint like I couldn't. And of course, better yet, you should just go outside and spray paint it whatever color you want. You can make these cream, white. I think it would look good. Even black or red would look good. It really does depend on your personal style and whatever colors you have going on in your home. But yeah, we're just giving this a dry brush. And then I also did the inside, and now I'm giving it a quick blow dry. After that, I decided I needed some filler. You could use plastic bags for this part. If you have enough Spanish moss, you could do that. Just fill it up with tons of Spanish moss. I'm just using an old sheet because you literally aren't going to see this. I just needed something to lift it up because I didn't have quite enough Spanish moss for this part. And then I'm just covering the top with the Spanish moss. Next, I found these beautiful summer sunflower florals. They're also $1.25, and I just thought it was such a cute look for this particular DIY. It's like perfect. And there's my absolute favorite lavender right there, the faux lavender. That's from Walmart. They sell it, I think it's about, when I bought it, it was $1.69, I think, but they're a bit bigger. so it's all good. And I'm just adding some sunflowers and some lavender, and then I put a little accent piece right there. I'm not sure what kind of flower that is, the white one. That's also from the Dollar Tree, but I just wanted it just for a little splash of something different in there. And that's pretty much it. This DIY is done. And you know how you have those wooden hooks in entryways, and it's a front door entryway, and that's where you hang your coats or hats. And if you have extra hooks, it's a great opportunity to hang something decorative like this. This is perfect. It's such a cheerful, bright, happy way to greet everybody at your front door, especially during summer and spring. Super fast, easy DIY, and I think it came up so cute. I would love to know what you guys think. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. Look at that price, you guys. 25 cents, BPA free, Walmart now. They're out. And I knew I could make some high-end home decor with this because you see these kind of vessels all the time online, and look at that price, $335. Now, of course, you can find them cheaper, but we're about to make this for 50 cents. And when I'm done, you are definitely not going to know this was 50. No one would guess this was 50 cents. So this is a dinner bowl right here. It's by Mainstays, just so I'm just showing you an up close in case you guys want to screenshot that. And you can ask your Walmart clerk where they're located in the store. And of course, the sticker comes off really easy with a little bit of heat. It didn't leave any residue, which was very helpful. And then I'm going to take some E6000 because I do want a permanent hold for this. We're going to put our glue down. I use a little bit of hot glue. You guys know the drill, just to hold it in place so we can keep moving. And that's what we have so far. And now I'm going to give it a quick coat of chalk paint. Now again, remember my disclaimer at the beginning of the video. I was going to take this out and spray paint it. That was the plan from the beginning, but I had to switch it up because, spray paint and rain don't mix well. So I just ended up taking a little sponge, and this actually didn't take very long either. I think it honestly took me about 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes to paint this. It was not long at all. And the whole process is really fast. So all I was going to do originally was just spray paint it white, maybe put some accents on with different shades of brown, call it a day. That was my 5-minute DIY that looks really high end. But because we had to switch it up, I ended up sponging on this white Rust-Oleum chalk paint. And I saw these online and I really liked the marbleized look. I just thought, oh, that's going to make this really pretty. So we're going to try and do that. So I took a paper towel and I just start doing wet sanding. I've heard someone refer to this before as wet sanding, but I'm basically just kind of wiping off the paint while it's still wet. And when I wipe it off, sometimes it comes off too much, right? And then you can see the plastic, but don't panic. It ends up coming up beautiful. This is something, it's definitely a work in progress. You just have to keep working with it. No plastic is actually going to show. You're either going to tap on some more paint with the paper towel, rub off a little bit harder where you want it to come off. The paint basically gives the plastic, when you're doing it with a paper towel, like a thin veil of paint over it. So everything is covered with paint, but that's how you're going to get that beautiful marbled effect. But look at this. Isn't it beautiful? There's no way anybody would ever know that was 50 cents. This is such a beautiful piece. You can seal it, of course, to make it more durable. It can be functional as well, and it would make a beautiful shelf sitter. Grab yourself a Dollar Tree sign. That's what you're going to need for this one. And I painted mine black. This is actually a board from a previous DIY, and I ended up taking it down because I made something else that I liked better for that spot in the house. So I thought I'll save this and reuse it. I do want to make this a bit distressed and vintage for this look that I'm going for. So I just started off doing some dry brushing with white paint. And then this was a different method that I've never done before. I started off like kind of dry brushing the whole thing with dry paint, and then I purposely put more paint on my brush, and then I just put it in sections like this. You see that? I just thought that looked different. It wasn't quite a dry brush, but it definitely is going to look more like a barn wood this way. I loved the way it came out. You can actually do this with wood and a spatula and paint your wood with a spatula, and it will come out very similar to this, but we're doing a Dollar Tree sign, right? So it doesn't have the grain and it won't work. You kind of have to fake it and make it. Anyway, this is a stencil that I got from their coastal line, which I heard Dollar Tree discontinued. They're not doing it anymore, but they've got plenty of stencils. Any stencil will work for this. I'm just using this one, and I'm going to spell out the word mail. And And of course, if you're making this DIY, you don't have to do all this custom painting. You can just slap some paint on it and customize however you want. It literally takes like 2 minutes to paint a Dollar Tree sign. You can spray paint it, it takes 60 seconds, and you can handwrite the word mail or use some stickers. So that's how you keep it under 5 minutes or under. And of course, I'm cleaning up the edges because I painted. And I found these nylon cable ties at Dollar Tree. I've never seen them. They're new to me, and they're so perfect. They're so tiny. So they're going to be really discreet for DIYs. And next, you're going to grab 2 of these napkin holders from Dollar Tree. Then you're going to poke 2 holes in the back of your board, and there's a total of 4 holes here because I'm using 2 of them. I want one on top of the other, and you're just going to pull them through and hold them on with those twist ties. That's it. And you can put as many on as you need to for it to be secure and supportive for you. And last, I just dry brushed the word mail a little bit because I thought maybe it wasn't quite matching the board. But look at this. If you love Farmhouse, I love Farmhouse stuff still. Oh my gosh, this is the perfect functional DIY. This is such a fast, and of course you can skip all the fancy schmancy stuff. You could just twist tie the little napkin holders on, and you have a wonderful functional space to store your mail in. Grab yourself 2 plant pots from the Dollar Tree. I grabbed these, but you can choose whichever style you'd like. And of course, you're going to go ahead and remove the price tag. The next thing is look for these little grooves right here. It's going to look better if you try to line them up. So when you glue these together, try to line them up, which is what I'm going to do right here. And I'm using Surebonder glue. It's supposed to hold plastic and glass. I've been using it for about 2 years, and I've had really good luck with it so far. So since this is hidden from the elements, this is an outdoor DIY, by the way, it should work just fine. If it doesn't, I'm one of those people, I will just take it apart and then go outside and like E6000 if I have to. So I grabbed some of these decorative accent rocks. Again, you can choose whatever you want for this part. And I'm just adding them in for 3 bags. Now, if you go outside, you can find some big rocks, or just go to Mother Nature and collect different rocks. This would work too. I'm literally just using this as a weight so it doesn't blow away, because I do get some strong winds where I live sometimes, not so much during summer, but still, I just wanted to be safe. And then you're going to grab one of these plastic trays from the Dollar Tree, and I'm pointing out that edge there. See that little edge? When you glue this on top, you're going to see, obviously it's see-through, so you'll see the bags or the stones or whatever you put in there for a weight. So I'm just going to give this one quick coat of black paint to hide that. Next, I gave it a quick blow dry so we could keep moving with the project. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue it on the top of this rim here. So again, I'm just using my Surebonder glue. If it doesn't hold, I will go outside and put a stronger glue on it. But I think it will be okay just for the summertime. I think it will be fine. And then you can see there how the black blocks, the view of the stones that I used in there. And you're going to want to grab one of these round crystal trays. It actually said, don't forget the lid. Does anybody know what the lid is for these? Because I've never seen a lid for these, so I missed it. But anyway, I just grabbed this part because it's all I wanted. I am making a bird bath here, and I do want the ledge to be just a little higher. And I wanted the rim on the outer edge right there, see? So you could add bird seed there, but it's a nice little ledge for them to sit on if they don't want to go on the edge. The other edge isn't really all that great, but I just want to give them multiple ledges so that they can sit on it, and it also looks pretty. It gives it dimension, and it gives it a nice firm base. So I added some more of the decorative rocks just to give it, some more. It looks pretty, but I also wanted to give little plateaus for the birds and bees to sit on because they don't really like to go too deep in the water, and I always worry about bees drowning. But anyway, look at how cute this looks. This was so fast, so pretty. My neighbor actually complimented it, and I don't know if you can see there's a solar light in the front there. It's pointed right on it. It lights up at night. It is such a perfect fast DIY to add some charm and some water into your yards during the hot summer. Grab yourself a cake pan from the Dollar Tree for this next project, and you're going to paint it whatever color you want. I'm painting it white because it's going to match the next step that I'm going to do. I started off using a brush, and I decided for this DIY I definitely didn't want the brush lines, so I switched over to the little sponge thing, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm just pouncing it up and down, and that will give me a nice finish, kind of similar to spray painting. You could spray paint this if you want to make it even faster. Sometimes for me though, painting it by hand, it's even faster than spray painting because you got to set up For me, I set up a box on top of the lawn so I don't spray my grass, and I have to let it dry outside, and then I have to worry about the bugs getting into it. So for me, sometimes it's just faster to do it this way. But this is actually half of a vinyl placemat that I had left over from my vinyl placemat hack video. If you missed it, check it out. It's a great video, some great ideas. But I thought, oh my gosh, I waste not, want not. I keep everything, you guys. So I'm going to use it for this, and I'm going to go ahead, cut it in a half moon shape like that, and then glue it on the front to make one of those little pockets. Oh, look how cute that is. That is so cute. Again, so fast, so easy to do. And for me, I was definitely feeling the lavender vibe for this one. You could do boxwood. I think lamb's ear would be pretty in this too. Whatever you want. I just felt like I wanted to go with the lavender. And this is Walmart lavender, in case you were wondering. It is my favorite lavender out of the fake florals. I still haven't found anything like this, even when I order it on Amazon. I just love their lavender. It looks so real. Look at that. I actually grew lavender for a while, and that does look real, and it's cheap. It's not expensive. But anyway, that's it. Look at how cute this is. Now I'm going to style it this way so you can see what it looks like if you're hanging it on a wall. If I want to hang this on the wall like this, I would take my drill, because these are really thin pans, and just drill a little hole in it and add a loop like that or a hook. But I'm going to actually be styling it with the rope right here. This rope is so easy to apply. You just hang it like a floating shelf. I did end up having to add a little hot glue around the under rim, but that's just to hold it in place. But it looks so gorgeous. It's like a floating shelf. And then this also plays really nice with the Dollar Tree plate holders right here. This is another option, but what a cute fast piece. You can hang it in a bathroom. You could put it on an entry table. It would look pretty on those entry door hooks that you put on the wall, where you hang purses and stuff, anything like that. It would be so cute. Love this one. Let me know what you think. For this one, I grabbed this vase from the Dollar Tree Plus section. It's $5, but definitely worth every dollar, because this one is so versatile. You can do so many different seasonal things with it. I mean, you can change it up. And I'm just grabbing one of the $1.25 glass vases that are a little bit smaller and putting it in the center. This one is so easy, you guys, and it's so high-end looking. Now I'm taking the rocks again, and I'm going to add them all around the center vase. And with this, you can see how I'm using my hands to kind of gently slide them down. If you just open the bag and drop them in there, you will risk cracking or breaking the glass. So once you get a thin layer of rocks on the bottom, then you can pour them in, and it won't, you don't have that risk anymore where it's going to break the glass. Don't quote me on that. Watch somebody say, hey, I did that. It broke it. I'm doing it right here. It's fine. And I'm holding the centerpiece where I want it to be. You can always use a little bit of hot glue to hold that too. But I actually liked that it moved. It allowed me to, slip the rocks down there without breaking it. And then I just added an electric Dollar Tree candle in the center. And look at this. This would make such a beautiful patio table decor piece, or in the dining room during summer. Again, this is a seasonal piece here, and you're going to see me using it a lot more in a lot of my projects, because I want to show you how versatile this one is. It's so fun to work with, and this is less than 5 minutes. So for those of you that love it fast and furious and easy, this is perfect, and it comes out looking so high-end. So here's a great idea to do with the Dollar Tree chargers. This one is the gold one. It's actually designed to look high-end. I mean, that's what the Dollar Tree is trying to do there. It's kind of fancy smashy. And then I found this beautiful deer for like $1.50 on Temu. It's like a ceramic piece. One side is shiny and one side has texture. I'm going to stick with the textured side facing up and glue the shiny side down, because the plate itself has texture with little beads on the edge, so that just kind of goes with it, I think a little bit better. Plus, sometimes when something's really shiny, you get too much reflection and you don't see the imagery. And then I'm using antique parchment from Apple Barrel Paint, and I'm just going to gently go around on the beads to bring it out and make it obvious that this has a beaded edge. It's one of my favorite things about the Dollar Tree charger, if you're going to use them for home decor, is that they have this beaded edge, because it just saves you the time of having to glue the wood beads around, and I think it really dresses it up. So now I'm taking a baby wipe, and I'm just wiping off any excess paint. See, I'm just digging my nail down in the groove there, because I really just want to focus keeping the paint on top of the beads. And we're all done. And you can take a Dollar Tree wooden round, print something up, put whatever image you want in the center. You can make this for whatever season. I live where there's deers in my yard all year round, so this is fitting for me for all year round, but this is a beautiful winter decor piece. For those of you that love to decorate after Christmas and don't want that whole sparkle to go away, you still want to keep your little fairy lights up and kind of gradually get out of the Christmas season and into the winter season, this would be perfect, totally easy and beautiful when it's done. I found this beautiful butterfly set. They come with watermelons and a bunch of different stuff. Dollar Tree has some really beautiful summer stuff out right now in the summer like picnic area. And look at this. This could even be a plant pot. I was looking at that. You could easily drill holes at the bottom of it by the matching plate and use it as a plant pot with a drainage plate on the bottom. But anyway, we're going to use it like a little tray. And I'm showing you if having the butterflies upside down bothers you, you could certainly glue it this way. It would look really, really good. But I don't mind if the butterflies are facing upside down. Well, because butterflies, when I watch them fly, they fly in all different directions. So I'm fine with that. But I just took this and I glued it upside down because I was thinking what a pretty and fun way this would be to display like my apples and my bananas and avocado for summer because it's just so festive. You can get the one in watermelon too. I was trying to decide whether I wanted the watermelon or the butterflies, but we went with the butterflies. And if you're someone who doesn't want to store food on top of plastic because you're worried, this plastic is cheap, it comes from the Dollar Tree and you're worried about that, you can just grab one of those see-through glass plates from the Dollar Tree and lay it on top and it won't interfere with the pretty design. Now I used hot glue on purpose because I might actually really take this apart and make it into a plant pot. I'm not kidding. I think it is so cute for that. But here it is styled, you guys. This is such a fun, easy DIY. Let me know which one was your favorite in today's video. And of course, if you had fun and enjoyed watching this video today, here's another one I think you'll enjoy watching next.